everyone, welcome to this video. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning what are if statements, how you can use them, and writing our very first line of code using if statements. And without any further ado, let's jump right in. So, an if statement is like when something is true, do this, and when something is not true, do this. So we can have a table, and then it could say condition it can say condition, and it can also say category. So we can have a condition: if your height is greater than 80, then the category will be you are tall enough for the ride. And then if your height is not greater than 80, these signs are wrong. Then you are too small for the ride. So that's basically it. If this is true, do this. And if this is not true, do that. And if both of these are not true, do something in the middle. Now that we know what are if statements, let's go ahead and use if statements in our code. Head over to VS Code and click New File. Then you can name the file if statements.py. And now we're going to have height. So we're going to set height to 120, and then we can have an if statement. If height is greater than 100, we can print you are tall. And if height is not greater than 100, we can print you are short. Let's run it. Remember to start debugging. And then, so it's going to go in here because height is indeed greater than 100, and it's going to print you are tall. And then if we do height to 10, and then we can run it, then we can have, notice that it skips that line because height is not greater than 100, and it goes to the next line and prints you are short. That's like a basic if statement. If you want to go make things a bit more harder, we can do age equals grade score equals to user input. Remember in the last video when we talked about user input? So we're going to ask the user for this score, and then we could have a grade which would be empty, and then if store is greater than or equal to 90, then the grade will be set to A, and if score, and notice here when I have the space, it's because if I don't have a space, Python will not know what to do if this is true, and it will throw an error. Then elif, then grade is equal to B. Notice that I'm using elif and not if, because you can't have two if statements, so that's why we use elif. Then the grade is set to C. D, and then one more elif. Grade is equal to E. So now and remember in the last video when I talked about operators, remember to change the numbers. 80, 70, 60, and lastly we'll have an else, what to do if all of those are not true. Then the grade is set to F, and then at the end we can concatenate them and print your grade is grade. Now let's run it. It's going to access for a score. We can do 85. Then it's going to skip this because the score is not greater than or equal to 90. And it's going to go in this because the score is less than 90 but greater than 80. So they set the grade to B, and then your grade is B. Let's run it again. Start debugging. Then we can do 55. Then the grade is set to nothing. It's going to skip this, and then lastly it's going to go into this because the grade is greater than 50. And it's going to print our grade is E. Before you go, here are a list of questions to test your understanding. So here's the list of coding questions. Try your best to answer them. Write your answers in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. Bye.